The siege of Stalingrad resulted in more Russian deaths, military and civilian, than the United States and Britain sustained combined in all of World War II. Cheering next will be Jeff Horn, Army. Jeff Horn.
As forgotten stories go, you may not remember or heard of the only land battle on American soil during World War II, known as the Battle of Attu. The chain of roughly 150 islands lay just 750 miles away from the closest military base in Japan, closer to Japan than to Seattle, Washington. In June 1942, the Japanese attacked the Aleutian Islands. Regional naval officers directed Japanese forces to bomb an American military base at Dutch Harbor, killing more than 100 Americans. Within a week, Japan's northern area fleet pushed forward and seized the islands of Adak and Kiska, marking the first time that American territory had been occupied since the War of 1812. Directing an armada of 176 warships, Admiral Yamamoto hoped to use the invasion of the Aleutians to lure the North American naval forces, which were crippled after the attack on Pearl Harbor, into the fight. The Japanese thought that by diverting the American Navy to the Aleutians, the major portion of Yamamoto's fleet could safely strike elsewhere in the Pacific. On June 4th, 1942, at nearly the same time the Japanese bombed Dutch Harbor, American and Japanese forces converged on Midway Island to fight the battle which would be seen later as the turning point of the war in the Pacific. By the end of the month, the Japanese had retreated from the island, but not before demonstrations of their code of honor, including mass suicides and take no prisoner battles to the death, convinced Americans that they were fighting an unrelenting enemy. In late July, the Japanese discreetly withdrew from the island of Kiska, ending the nearly one-year operation of the Aleutian Islands. An invasion of the continental United States seemed less likely, and the urgency and importance of the Alaska Highway faded. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Jeff.